On Independence Day, Cultural Ambassador Hollis Mapp, or Mr. Killer, took to his Instagram account to express his dismay with restrictions handed down by the Royal Grenada Police Force forbidding the playing of amplified music on a day he believes symbolizes freedom.
I just want to say that I'm disappointed today. I can't hear no music. I can't hear no Ajamo out the road. I can't hear Tommy and waking me up in the beginning of that song with all the artists and stuff like that. I can't hear it. He ain't playing. The place too quiet. Independence is not a funeral. Independence is the day of freedom. And that day is supposed to be a day of great celebration, camaraderie. And I still encourage every person that could go to the National Stadium, but you cannot bully me on an Independence Day, especially an Independence. Don't bully me. I don't feel that freedom. I don't feel that freedom today.
On Monday, the Royal Grenada Police Force issued a press release barring the use of amplified music on Independence Day, February 7th, except for those approved by the National Organizing Committee. The release further stated that all activities, which were already scheduled, would be allowed to proceed with a cut-off time of 6 a.m. All permits granted for the use of amplified sounds on Independence Day were immediately revoked. Chief Executive Officer of the Grenada Cultural Foundation, Livingston Nelson, is in disagreement with the Cultural Ambassador's stance. Nelson said while he has the utmost respect for Mr. Killer, holidays of cultural significance such as Independence Day should be treated with a special type of reverence.
There comes a time when we have to protect our own cultural integrity. And too often we have holidays and days designated for the celebration of our culture. And in some instances, private promoters, people just decide that is the day they can make the money and do things and go contrary to what we should be celebrating. So a day like Independence, we want to celebrate the culture of Grenada. No, and so I believe that all activities and every activity designated or appointed to for on that day should be in line with the general trust. And it's not just a time for people to to play loud music and do whatsoever they want.
Nelson disapproved of the timeline in which the RGPF's directive came.
So I really believe that it was a move in the right direction. I disagree, and I believe that we have to have respect for each other. And I don't like the idea that the order came 2 days before Independence Day. Or too often we see that, too often we recognize that we don't pay the respect to our local people. And I agree that some people might have invested a lot in purchasing things or securing services, and then they were told that you can't have the event.
Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.